Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in beautiful Montana. I'm already in the case, the smallest case I have, and I'm getting ready to take the rocks we collected from the fields to Mr. Tambier's place, because he has the rock crusher over there and we can turn that into lime that is going to get spread back onto the fields when the time is right. It's probably gonna be just before seeding or maybe a bit after the fact. Reset the camera. Yeah, so this is very heavy and the tractor can definitely feel it. But flooring it usually helps. Yeah. There's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I don't really know how to go about it. So I'm just gonna be honest. And John, if you're watching this after the fact, after the episode has been published, well, I'm sorry, and I hope you don't take it too much to heart. But yeah, the thing is, I can't get a hold of Mr. Tambiers for a week and a half. And I have no direct means of contacting him. I have no idea what's going on or where he is. But since this is a joint project with me and Mr. Tambiers, I can't really continue without him. Let's say I rather not continue without him. So what I'm thinking of is I'll probably end the series with this episode. If there is an update after this is all published, I will definitely make a video and tell you all about it. But yeah, for now things are not looking too good, to be honest. So my goal is for this episode to show how much money we would get from the whiskey sales, which means that I'm gonna have to be... Okay, this is the place to dump the rocks. That means I'm gonna have to skip quite a lot of time, quite a lot of months, at least until October. I will not do any farming as such at this time. Okay, let's dump it. I hope I'm in the correct place. Yeah, good. Quite a big pile of rocks. Yeah, as I said, not much farming is going to happen in this episode, because to do all the work that needs to be done to have the fields prepared for harvest for next October is a tremendous amount of work and time, and to do it solo, it's just not something I see in my future, to be honest. And mind you, I'm doing this with quite a heavy heart. I really wanted Mr. Tambiers to be here for the conclusion. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I do think the series has to end. I do have another thing in store that's gonna come out in probably a few days if you're watching this just after upload. So yeah. The plan for today is I'm gonna be skipping the months and just leaving a bit of, how should I say, a bit of time between each skip, so we can actually see how much money we get, and in order for all the things to load, because this is a big map. It's a 4x map and it usually takes some time to update. Okay, so without further ado, we will go and do the things. So yeah, the plans for the future were definitely building a bigger grain bin, because this one only holds 500,000 and we actually produce 575,000 from the fields we have at the moment. And I do think that's gonna last us throughout the year. But we'll definitely see. Okay, put myself out. So yeah, let the skipping begin. Alright, so we are in January. We started in November. So as you can see, or we started in December, excuse me. So you can see October we earned 52,000. December, excuse me, November we earned 52,000. I've written this down wrong. December we got 77,000. I'm just skipping the hundreds behind it because it's gonna be easier and they don't really matter. The production is still looking pretty well. We have 300,000 liters of corn, which is perfect. The water is keeping up this time. So yeah, continuing on. All right, we are already in May. So as you can see, January 75, February 71, March 73, April 73. So this is where we stand at the moment. May is still processing. Let me just write the April down so I can then go and do all the adding up so we see how much we actually earned. The status of our stock is 161,000 liters of corn. Yeah, 35,000 liters of barley. I have no clue how far this is gonna take us, but I do fear it's not gonna take us through the whole year, actually. Which is kind of surprising to me. I will not lie. I was fully expecting, you know, the corn to take us throughout the whole year, but guess not. Guess we would have to have more fields. Did you hear my voice shake when I said that? All right, let's continue. All right, dear viewers, we are in the second half of September. I have just skipped the last day, and we are all out of barley. Corn, 18,000 liters left. Dry corn, 7,000 liters left. So I didn't put enough barley in the distillery to keep it going through probably another month. I did write down the numbers of consumption per month, so I still have to calculate that, but it's it's around 17,000 liters of dry corn. It's around 34,000 liters of corn, and it's around just under 5,000 liters of barley per month. So I can actually calculate how much I would have to produce to keep the production running throughout the year. The last figure that came in is 26,000. As I've said, I am rounding up the numbers so it's a bit easier. And we are not too far off because we would only have to last for the whole September, whole October, and in November we can start production once again. So let me add 26. We have basically earned $785,000 from whiskey sales. So 785,000, $750,000, just a bit more than that. And since we do have our precision farming score, I can show you that real quick. We do get a price increase for 12%, which is not calculated in that. So if I run the numbers real quick, that comes up to $879,000. So let's say $880,000 from the products we put in the distillery. Now, I do think that's a pretty good number, you know. If we look at our loan, we have 1.457 thousand million, so $1,457,000 left to repay on that. Still a good chunk of change, but yeah, this is oh yeah, I said I'm gonna calculate how much I would have to produce. Give me a second. Okay, so the numbers are we would have to have 416,000 liters of corn in the actual distillery. We would have to have 208,000 liters of dry corn, which means we would have to produce altogether 624,000. That's what, only I think that's around 50,000 liters more than we have produced, and we would have our production running throughout the whole year. The pumpkin. So yeah, if we make a final note, actually, the idea was to see if we can actually survive, and if we can actually more than survive, if we can actually thrive on whiskey sales alone. And the answer is yes, we can. We did have to get a loan to get some bigger equipment, to get some bigger machines. Okay, something glitched up. In any case, yeah. So we got some massive equipment here. Most of this was bought with the farm money. Some of the things were actually provided by Mr. Tembiers and his estate over there next to us. So yeah, this was a very fun thing to do. It was actually my first cooperation kind of roleplay series, and I enjoyed it very much, safe to say. I really love the interactions. Mr. Ed Batty, if you're still watching this, yeah, your your comments, inputs and observations, they were quite a welcome thing. And you know, the the thing that when we sent you the crate of whiskey via mail, that was also a very fun thing to do. And yeah, everybody else that commented, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm just gonna take you on a bit of a drive through to the farm to see where we are at. So just, you know, for perspective, this was all plain grassland when we came here with Mr. Tembiers, and we have changed the place up like like 360 degrees. No, that's the same direction as before. 180 degrees. So yeah. Oh look, I missed some rocks. Game. So John, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this possible. And this has been running on Mr. Tembiers' server all the time, so we could both log in at any time and do work. This has been, yeah, Mr. Tembiers has been extremely helpful, and I'm very, very grateful to him for all that he's done. I mean, it was fun, you know. Let's slowly visit his estate. This was also only a grass field in front of us that you see, but this has been built by Mr. Tembiers on his own, actually. without any financial help. It was mostly the other way around. Mostly we were the main farm was the one that needed help. So, yeah. We made quite a nice place out of this whole thing here. And he even has a pond. A beautiful little A-frame and whatnot. So yeah, this is going to be it for this series. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you had fun. Thank you for sticking through the whole series as you have. And yeah, see you in the next one. Take good care of yourselves. And goodbye.